Hi, I'm Kamala Devi, and I'm a sex and relationship coach, and this little video blog is called Don't Try This at Home Unless You Have These Two Things. So I'm going to do a little bit of storytelling. In about the next 6 minutes or so, I want you to learn a little bit more about yourself, perhaps, and to learn two things that can really save you from a lot of suffering. So first, I've never jumped out of a plane. I've never even ridden a motorcycle. And even though I have a lot of lovers who are into extreme sports, the only extreme sport I'm into is relationship. So you may or may not know that I am a mother. I have a first grader, and my partner and I live in a polyamorous household. Together we share about 10 lovers. And that's pretty extreme, but in my opinion, anybody who has any alternative relationship is it's a dangerous path because you're dealing with matters of the heart. And I'm committed to providing tools for people to do it safely, and to being a role model so that you can actually learn from my mistakes, which is why we did the most extreme thing ever, which is we invited Hollywood into our bedroom. And so for those of you who have seen the show, Polyamory, Married and Dating, or you've heard about it on The View or Dr. Drew recently, you may be wondering about that process, and I wanted to set the record straight and just say that it's a very real show. It was never scripted, and we were willing to show how hard this path is. So, it's real highlights and real lowlights, and sometimes, we crash and we burn. And I was willing to show that with the world because I didn't want to paint a picture that was like, oh, it's all rosy, having multiple lovers just means sex parties and threesomes. And even though that can be a really wonderful part of this lifestyle, there is so much work and communication and depth that goes into this practice. And also, I didn't want people to see like this fantastic vision of what's possible in love, and then start trying to practice it without doing the deep personal growth work. In fact, I wish that there was a lawyer, that had a disclaimer like, don't try this at home. Because as a sex and relationship coach, I'm the one who picks up the pieces. When people try poly or open relationship and they don't have a foundation for it, it ends up in so much miscommunication, suffering, divorce, separation, breakdown, jealousy. And I really want people to have a basic foundation. And that's why I created the course Beyond Monogamy. It's like, all right, if you're going to go ride, put on your wrist guards and your helmet and learn the rules of the road. And I created a 6-week program to shortcut those teachings. And it's designed specifically to have the two most important ingredients. Do you want to know what those are? So the first you can probably guess, because without this, it's a train wreck, and that's communication. But the deeper question is how? What communication tools? And we all know it takes a lot of communication, but what kind? And the second one is community. You can't imagine doing this kind of work without support. If you get into an issue with a partner and they're the one that's the source of the jealousy, you can do all the communication you want with that person, but if you don't have a community where you can get an outside reflection, it's just going to be a downward spiral. So community is a really essential ingredient, and like I said, the course is a 6-week course that has built-in online community of high-level practitioners, people who are doing poly all the time, that are really there to mentor and support you in it. So I would love for you to consider what would be possible before the holidays if you just took an hour a week to get coaching from a top-level coach like myself that I could really dig in, answer your questions, offer you tools, techniques, best practices, so that you're fully equipped in the new year in 2014 to totally like liberate your love life. Like imagine the possibilities. So if that calls to you, and you're really ready to take responsibility and create more love, then I want you to listen to the free preview call, read over the sales page, and do whatever you need to invest the time and money to come in and work with me. I'm offering $100 off for a limited time, and the course is starting in just, like 48 hours. And so I hope you take advantage of this right away. Thank you.